Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa and I live in Michigan with my husband and my kiddos. I just lost my train of thought. I had the whole spiel. This is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crocheting, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Why do I feel rusty this morning? I do this every week. I shouldn't feel rusty. And this is episode 158. I got my coffee in my summer sock camp mug. Summer sock camp. My camera looks a little wonky today. Is that any better? Peppermint mocha creamer. I'm searching for the pumpkin spice. Someone messaged me and said that they found it in their Walmart. But I don't shop at Walmart. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. I think it also varies on state. So I feel like someone told me that before. Like, it's at Walmart. And I went and it wasn't there. So I don't know. At any rate, pumpkin spice is coming. I can't wait. Today is Sunday, June 19th, 2022. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Yeah, and it's Scrappy Sunday. I don't talk about Scrappy Sunday that often, but today I'm working on a scrappy project. It's already been decided. Okay, I have 3 finished objects. One you guys didn't even see as a whip. Wow, I can't believe I did that. How'd that happen? We'll talk about that in a minute. And I have 2 whips. But first, also I need to say, before we get into the knitting, I have a Ko-Fi account. I have linked it down below. I talked about this last week. Thank you all for donating. I was shocked. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So thank you to everyone that has donated. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that link will always be down there in the show notes. Feel free to use it as you wish. Also, I have, I kind of started this spur of the moment. I posted this on my Instagram account. I was thinking about doing cals. I talked about that last week in my episode, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then an idea came to my head, and I'm like, I need to do this, and we need to do it right now. I can't wait till Sunday until I record to announce this. So I am doing a knit along. It's over in my Ravelry group. This is knit crochet. I'm going to say knit or crochet because it's the cal is called Knit All the Felici. I thought that was a very clever name because I'm knit all the yarn, so I just kind of knit all the Felici. The hashtag is knit all the Felici 2022 because I feel like I'm going to do this again next year. Or, you know what? Maybe I'll do it whenever Felici's released. Like maybe twice a year and just do like 2 or 3 months. I might do that. We will see how this one goes. So far, you guys are going bananas. So I posted this on my Instagram, I think on Tuesday. I said, let's start right now. And we'll back up the dates because I changed them a little bit. So if you are just now hearing about it, this is what it's going to be. June 14th through August 31st is the days. It's hosted over in my Ravelry group. I have a chatter thread and an FO thread. You can use the hashtag on Instagram. I haven't decided. I might do a pattern prize for each. The chatter, the FO, and the Instagram. Because I forgot about Instagram. But they're all going to be pattern prizes. It's just easier for me. Pattern of your choice. I think $9 or less. US $9 or less. So that is, and the rules are just knit Felici. You can knit whatever you want. You can crochet whatever you want. It doesn't have to be socks. Someone posted a marled hat in my FO thread already. It's beautiful. What was some of the other things? Whips. Whips are included or allowed. If you're doing socks and you do a contrasting heel, toe, cuff, or any combination of that, that is okay. It does not have to be all Felici. Also, that hat, I think they marled it with, I don't know if they did a stroll. Pretty sure it was like a tonal and a Felici. That is fine if you want to marl something. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. But all of the rules are in my Ravelry group, which I need to update my show notes. I need to make a note of that because I think I took it out. I took the link out below because I wasn't doing anything in my Ravelry group. So I will make a note so I go do that. So yeah, that link to my Instagram, or my Instagram, links to my Instagram will be down below too. I didn't talk about that. All the links will be down below. Yarn, bags, my Ko-Fi, my Instagram account, my Ravelry group, yarn, all that good stuff right down there. So yeah, that's the gist of the cal. And everybody, I can't believe this was like a pure coincidence. I'm not joking, guys. I don't have the inside information with KnitPicks. I'm not a sponsor of KnitPicks. But I said, all right, we're going to do this cal. We're going to start June 14th. I think that was a Tuesday. I'm like, all right, we're going to do it. And then I got so many messages saying, I don't have Felici. I don't have Felici. And I'm like, I don't know why I assumed that everybody has Felici. So I had to extend the date a little bit. So we're just going to do 2.5 months. But anyway, I announced this cal on Tuesday. And Wednesday, the Felici came out. Go get the Felici. Go get it. I placed my order. And it shipped on Friday. So it's on its way. I'm hoping that it comes this week. Also with the Felici, you do not have to buy the new Felici if you have Felici in your stash, like I do, or if you have like vintage Felici from like when the first colors came out, go use that. It can be any Felici. Also, it can be fingering weight or the worsted weight. Like I said, if I was like scatterbrained and just spewing all these things out and you didn't understand me, all of the rules are in my Ravelry group. So yes. We have a cal going. I'm really excited. There's a lot of FOs in there already. So I think this is, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I don't know. So I think this is going to be a cal I do very often because, you know, I love Felici. There was also some other cal ideas that I got going. Just not sure how it's going to work out. So I want to do a scrappy blanket cal. Not sure when to do that. I also want to do a Stephen West knit along. Yes, I definitely want to do that. I don't know when. Since this is June, I'm probably not going to do the Stephen West cal in October, because that's when his mystery shawl's out, and I know a lot of people are knitting them, but I don't want to get people mad by seeing spoilers and such. So, I don't know, maybe we'll do the scrappy cal next, the scrappy blanket cal, and then maybe we'll do Stephen West next year. I don't know. I'm still thinking. It's going to happen. The Stephen West cal is going to happen. I just don't know when. So yes, those are some of my ideas that I have brewing. Let me know what you think. Okay, are we ready for knitting? Oh geez, it's like 10 minutes of me blabbering. Are you still here? I hope you're still here. Okay, finish object. I think that's my spiel. If I forgot something, I'm sorry. Oh, Look at these. Oh my. So these are mustache yarn. Everything is awesome. I got my pink toe and heel. This is KnitPicks Stroll Pucker. Oh, I love these. I made my friend a pair of these socks, I think for Christmas. I split the, oh, this is already split into 50 gram cakes, skeins, whatever you want to call them. So I knit her a pair with one 50 gram, and these are mine. I believe I did hot pink heels and toes for her socks, so I think we have matching socks. Or twin socks. I don't know. They probably don't start the same color. Maybe they do. I don't know. But, yep. These are for me. 64 stitches. I guess I'll talk about for this pair and the next pair I'm going to show. There's 64 stitches. I use Chiaogoo red lace needles. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I do 64 stitches. I probably said that twice. Did I? Sorry if I did. And I knit mine cuff down magic loop. And I do an afterthought heel. I do 5 rows before I do my decrease. Yes, and this is Summer Sock Camp pair number 5. I had to think for a second. 5. Okay. Finish object number 2. More socks. Oh, I love these. Oh, I love these so much. This is like, this is me. This is me in a skein. Me in a colorway. I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, I love these so much. So I knit a hat with this, and I had 53. When I was on the podcast, I had a cuff done when I recorded last time, and I said, oh, I wonder how much I have left. And I weighed it, and it was 53 grams, but I already had a cuff done. So I did 12 rows of 2 by 2 rib. That's what I did with my other ones too. I do somewhere between 5 and 7 rows of leg. I guess it just depends on where my stripe ends, because I like to do, I like to put my heel in between stripes. That's what I'm trying to say. So I knit the first tube and the toe, and then I started my second one, and I did the whole toe. I do my heels last usually. So I'm like, I wonder if I have enough to do the heels in the same color. It's like, oh, I really hope I do. So I did both the socks, and I weighed what I had left, and I had 18 grams left. So I'm like, yes, I have enough to do heels too, and I'm so happy I did, because I love it. I love all the stripiness. I didn't talk about, this is Nomadic yarns. Green Thumb. Oh, I think this was previously one of her Harry Potter colorways. She changed the name to Green Thumb. Oh, I love it. So these are definitely mine. And I have to take these off the sock blockers, because that's right, folks. I finished another pair. I finished 3 pairs of socks this week. Can you believe it? I feel like these are kind of cheating a little. They're shorter than I usually make my socks. And they're DK. I was doing my experiment. I talked about this last week. I'm like, I wonder if I can hold Felici together and make DK socks. It totally worked. I had some issues because I said, oh, I hope these balls don't have knots in them. And guess what? One of them did, so that made it a little more tricky. So I had to do some yarn management. Here is what yarn I had left. So I have just a teeny tiny bit left. If I want a little bit more, maybe I'll do contrasting toes and heels maybe. I don't know, but this is what I have left. And this is KnitPicks Felici. Beatnik. Yep, Beatnik. This was a color from last year. Fall 2021. This is just something I like to do. I like to write the year on it so that I know how long it's been sitting in my stash. Oh my. All right, you ready? So I cast these on Friday, and I finished them last night, right before I went to bed. Look at them! Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. So it totally worked. It totally worked. Now there are some sections where you can see where it marled a little bit. I think it's just noticeable in the black section. You know, if I really have to look at it, yeah, there's a little bit here. You can kind of see it, but it's really not that bad. So they didn't match up perfectly. I mean, I tried my best to get them to match up, but you know, it is commercial yarn, so I thought it was gonna, but it didn't. But you know what? It's fine. It is fine. So I did KnitPicks Stroll, not Stroll Felici, KnitPicks Stroll Ash for my heels. I used the numbers for K of the Crazy Sock Ladies DK Vanilla Weight sock pattern. I don't know if that's the right wording, but it will be linked down below. So I used her numbers. I did 10 rows of 2x2 rib. I used a US 3. I did 48 stitches for mine. I did 10 rows of rib, and I did 30 rows of leg. And then I think I did like 50 some rows for my foot. And then my regular toe. And I did an afterthought heel. And I did 4 rows before my decreases. Oh, these are so beautiful. I love these. And this is very good meters for my stash down. I think I just did my calculations. And these are 350 meters. Because I'm holding I'm holding fingering weight together. So yeah, that helps my my meters for this month. Oh, look at these. So guess what I'm doing? Probably with the rest of my Felici over there. These. What am I going to do with my new Felici? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe these. I don't know. Maybe if I knit, was that 6 pairs? 6. Yeah, I got 6 more pairs left. I do have a few. There's a drawer right there that has a few of single skeins of colorways. I might either do shorties with that, or I might take a stroll and a Felici and marl them together, because I've done that before. And I think I can get away with 1 ball of Felici if I hold it with the stroll. I think I could do that. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I guess we'll just see what I feel like. All right, I got to rearrange myself. Okay, and that is all my whip. That's all my whips. That is all of my finished objects. All right, are you ready for whips? I think that's all I had to say about those. So since I finished those DK socks, guess what I did? I cast on another pair. This is my Knit for Brains, not Knit for Brains, Bags by Awesome Granny. My rainbow bag, because I have rainbow socks in here. I had my oldest daughter, try these on, and she liked them, so these are going to be, this pair I'm going to make is for her. More Felici Psychedelic Sunset. This was a summer 2021 colorway. Don't have much done. Just cast on a cuff. This is my only sock on the needle. And I just started this morning because I'm like, oh no, I have no socks on the needles. We gotta have a sock for the podcast. And I'm like, well, I can do DK. That'll be real fast. So I do Chiaogoo red lace, 32-inch cord. These are US 3s, 3.25 millimeter, 48 stitches, and that is 10 rows of 2x2 rib, plus 1 row. Probably gonna do the same thing that I did with these ones. I think I did 82 rows total. I put my heel at row 30. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do with these ones. And here is the yarn. Since I haven't used all the colors yet. I think the blue is a wider stripe. I think. But, yep. That's all I got for that. Oh, I love these. I love it. So thank you to that person that suggested that. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. I was holding it with Felici. I was holding it with Stroll. I'm like, ooh, this is cool. I didn't think of holding 2 balls of Felici. Probably my next one, I'm sure I'll finish those this week. Probably gonna do, I don't know why I show what I'm gonna do next, because, you know, I might change my mind. I don't know, I might do Vegas Baby. Or I might do, whoops, what's this one? Solstice. Or I might do Solstice. I don't know, I like this one. Maybe I'll save the rainbow one for next year. I'm surprised they didn't come out with another rainbow one. Maybe I'll do this one next. It might look a little low over here in my Felici bin, because I'm starting to plan my July knitting, so I have yarn set aside for that, so maybe I'll do those ones next. And that would also help if you have 2 balls of Felici, if you mix them together. I wonder if, like, sometimes the dye lots don't mesh really well. I wonder what happens when one is like really bright compared to the other one. I wonder what that would look like. I'm sure I'm going to come across that at some point. I will let you know. Oh, and I got that rustic cabin one. Oh, that one's definitely going to be DK socks. So yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of DK socks and shorty socks. Yeah, because it's summer sock camp. I had a thought mid-sip. All right, I said these were number 5, right? 5. These were pair number 6. And this is pair number 7 for summer sock camp. So I'm up to 7 pairs. Are you guys surprised? Okay, now let's get back to whips. Here is my blanket. This blanket didn't get a lot of love this week. Well, it did, and it was more like a burst. I think Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then I'm like, I'm done. And I didn't touch it the rest of the week because it got hot. I haven't talked about my shawl. Should we pause and talk about my shawl? Sorry, guys. I am all over the place. This is we'll pause in between whips here. Oh, this is like one of my favorites. This is the Painting Honeycombs shawl by Stephen West. Oh, he also has a blanket. The white is KnitPicks Stroll. White. There was some bleeding that occurred while blocking. That's okay. And this was my Harry Potter Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarns from last year. And here's the back. Oh, look at this. It is beautiful. Oh. So that is the shawl of the week. I think I've showed them all, so now I'm just cycling back through them. I usually wear them at night. So I usually pick one for the week and I just wear it, and then the next, when it's time to record, or on Sunday, it's like, all right, it's time for a new shawl. Okay, back to whips. So my plan was to do 1 repeat per week on this blanket for the whole month. Well, we scratched that, and so far I've been able to do 3 repeats a week. That was also for this week. So we have 2 weeks left. I would love to do 3 repeats, but vacation is being planned. I don't know what's happening yet, but we will see. We'll talk about that in life stuff. And I'm not taking this with me. So that's 4 days that I cannot work on it. It's too big right now. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of time to knit. So I'm going to be very grumpy. But anyway. And it's going to be very, very hot this week. Like low to mid 90s all week. So I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get my 3 repeats done this week or next week. I did do some calculations. If I want to do 3 repeats, or actually 6 more repeats for the month, and if I want to do it all next week or this week, I'd have to do 1 repeat a day. 1 repeat a day is 16 rows. And there's like 300 some stitches on here. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. So I'm just going to try my best. I'm going to try to work on it in the mornings as much as I possibly can until I get too hot. That's why I'm going to work on it a lot today, because it's only supposed to get to 80, which is not bad. We'll see. And just see how much I can get done. I think 16 rows is 2 colors. So, this is my painting bricks blanket. Oh, look at that. So I was right there last week. No, thought something was wrong with her. It's just my yarn's bunched up weird. Oh, look at this. So I did green, blue, white, black, and more pucker, because I need more pucker in my blanket. I didn't count how many stripes I had, color stripes, and I cannot see anything. Do you mind if I sit here and count? $31 stripes. I'm supposed to have 78. The stitch marker that's down below there. So from here down is what I did in May. And from here up is my June progress. Whoa. So yeah, I'm going to keep trucking along on this. As it gets hot, I probably won't get as much done, but I would love to finish this year. I think I can do it. We will see. I'm using KnitPicks Stroll. The main color is ash, and then I'm just using all scraps. That's in my collection. So yeah, that is my blanket. I think I'm using US 7s. I always grab the wrong needle. These are my fixed ones. Yep, US 7, 4.5 millimeter. It's getting big. It's getting heavy. This thing's gonna be toasty. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. And I'm holding it double. I don't know if I said that. This is a DK weight pattern. So I'm holding Stroll double. Yeah, and that's my blanket. That's what I'm going to be working on today. We will see if I can get 3 repeats done this week. And speaking of my knitting plans, sorry, I got to move my shirt here. My shirt says winter is coming. Knit faster. My favorite shirt. Now I can wear it. It felt weird wearing it when it was December. I still wore it. But winter's here. What are you talking about? So I got this idea, my knitting planner. This is the first month I've tried this. I got this idea from Natty. The link is down below. I left that in there because why not? I'm excited. I love knit planning and all that. Pencils, stationery. I just love that stuff. And I'm like, what plan you're knitting? I could do that. And so far, it has worked. It's very nice. So at the beginning of the month, I put down what whip I had. At this point, I just had my blanket. I put all my socks that I wanted to cast on. And look, I finished them all. And it's the 19th. So then I broke it down into what week I wanted to finish things. Finished them all early. And there's my blanket. So we have 2 more weeks. So I would really love to have 3 and 3, but if I can't, I can't. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to stress out about it. So if I get 1 done for each week, I'll be happy with that because that's what I started out with. And then down below here I have like scheduled times for knitting. So this changed a little bit because I'm like, whoa, it is too hot to work on my blanket in the afternoon. So I think for next month, I'm going to put blanket in the morning, socks in the afternoon, and then maybe the evening I'll do socks/blanket, depending on how I feel. If I feel like bringing out the blanket again, or if I feel like, I want to work on socks. So yeah, I just thought I'd show this because I'm like, ooh, go me, I finished everything. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop knitting socks. No, I got 2 more weeks. So now I'm just like, yeah, we'll do some more Felici. Cast it on. And when I'm done with those pair, I will say, do I want to do more Felici? Do I want to do a shorty pair of socks? Do I want to do, just fingering weight regular socks? I don't know yet. We will see how I feel. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that out again and show you that I love that process. I'm going to keep it up. Yes, it's worked. I like playing it all out, and yes, I can change it if I want. Yeah. Obviously with the blanket, I said 1 repeat a week, and obviously I did 3. So maybe I'll stick with 1 repeat, and if I get more done, go me. Okay. What do we do next here? Do we do reading and watching? Or do you want to do stash first? Let's do stash first. Why not? Okay, last week I felt so bad because I showed them these socks. And I showed the bag. And I was just talking about The Simpsons. And I didn't even say who it was. So I'm bringing it back here. This is Unusual Surroundings. I did have it in the link down below. So if you caught that, thank you. But nobody messaged me. But I'm like, oh no, I just talked about The Simpsons and I forgot to say who it was. So anyway, Unusual Surroundings. And he came out with a new bag. And I'm like, please let me know when you list these because I want one. And he's like, I'm going to send you one. So this is my early birthday present. Oh, more Rugrats. Oh, I love it. And it's got green on the inside. Oh, look at that green. This is like a perfect, it's got a little box bottom. These are perfect for socks. Perfect for shorty socks. Oh, I'm pretty sure 2 50 gram. I'm sure 100 gram will fit here and 2 50 gram skeins will fit here. But Unusual Surroundings on Etsy. Go check him out. He's got good stuff in there. All right, and I was naughty and I bought some stuff. I had a very stressful week, so I bought a bunch of stuff. You'll see it when it comes. I bought Felici, obviously, but then Hugh Loco came out with something. And I was having a rough day, so I bought it. You'll see that when it comes, and oh, it's a big purchase. I'm feeling a little guilty. I gotta be good, man. I'm gonna try to go a whole week without buying yarn. Can I do it? Okay, I'm gonna show, this is Woolens and Nosh. They came out with Spectrum, and I'm like, I must have this. It's like it's a rainbow with a black stripe in between. So I might save this for next June and cast this on. Oh, 'cause I love rainbow yarn, but I don't want to knit all of it. So here it is, Spectrum. I just got the single skein. I feel like I should have got the black mini, but that's all right. Maybe I'll just do a stripy heel with this. I need to knit. I have 5. Do I have 5 skeins of this or 4? 1, 2. Excuse me. I have 4 skeins of this, and I have not knit with it yet. I'm just trying to. I'm like collecting it. But yes, I need to cast on a pair of socks with Woolens and Nosh. I need to do it. I think I'm gonna do. I don't know when. I want to do this one. Sprout. Sprout. With that potted mini. That potting soil mini. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'm trying to plan my knitting out. And I already have yarn picked out, so I don't know. But I don't know if she has a pre-order for this or not. Whoa, I'm like in your face. Sorry, let's back up a bit. But I love it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Patton's Croy, but in a good way. It's softer than that, but it's plump. Oh, I bet this is like a dream to work with. So I need to cast on something with this. So we'll stick him. Oh, there you go. We can live with his friends for a little bit. All right, then this might be a spoiler. So I'm going to say something before I show it. This is the Freckled Whimsy. This is the DK June Yarn of the Month Club. So I don't know if DK and Fingering Weight is the same colorway. I have no idea. So maybe if you got the fingering, don't look, because I don't know. All right, are you ready? I'm going to show it. All right, close your eyes. There's the colorway name. Look at this. If you're looking, look. If you're not, I'm sorry. I hope it comes soon. You will love it. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm done showing it. You can open your eyes. This is her Serendipity DK 75 Superwash Merino 25% nylon, 245 yards per 100 grams. Oh, I want to knit it so bad. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, that is my stash. I got to be good this week. I'm crossing my fingers that my Felici is here before Sunday. Yes, I got all the colors. Of course I did. Also, they have Felici, they have solid Felici colors for like heels, toes, and cuffs. I'm like, yes, KnitPicks. So I got all of those too, because you know. So yeah, that was my stash. That was my stash this week. Oops. Sorry, not sorry. I could be spending my money on worse things, right? Like cigarettes and alcohol. I don't do that stuff. I buy me yarn. That's much safer, right? Okay. Reading and watching real fast. I finished 2 books this week. I finished Ravensong by TJ Klune. This is the 2nd book in the Green Creek series. Now, I really love these books. But I feel very, very uncomfortable when they get to the naughty bits. So I kind of have to fast forward through those. Because one, my kids are around, my husband is home, and it just feels wrong. It just feels weird. And I'm listening to it, and I was just like, so I have to skip through the naughty bits because it just makes me feel weird. So if you're not into that, I feel like there was more in this one than the first one. I could be wrong. Maybe they were just longer in length. So yeah, I felt a little uncomfortable. Other than that, I loved it. I finished Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. This book was awesome. It's a kid's book. It's a middle grade book. I guess Chloe's, my oldest daughter's teacher's like trying to get them to read more, obviously. And he suggested this book. And Chloe, my daughter, told me about it. And I'm like, I've never read that book. And the library had an audio. I finished it one day. Beautiful. 5 stars. Go read it. Go read it. It's kind of like, I want to say sci-fi, but not really. I'll give you like this, like a small gist of it. There's this spring or lake, some kind of area of water that if you drink it, you don't age. So that's the premise of that. And I really love that idea, so I'm like, I'm reading this, and it was beautiful. I love it. I am still reading Enchanters and Game. This is the last book, book 5 of Pawn of Prophecy. I'm like almost half done with it. So I'm hoping to finish it this week. I'm hoping. We will see. So that's it for reading and watching. And that last book I just mentioned, I'm reading that on my Kindle. Oh, I feel like I'm going to get an air bubble or something. Okay, I'm all right now. Okay, watching. We finished Vikings Season 3. So good. We are now watching Stranger Things Season 2. I think I've seen that one. But I'm rewatching them with my husband. He has not seen any of them, and I'm like, we need to watch these. So I think he's liking it. I don't know. So we'll see if after Season 2, if he wants to keep going, I'll watch him with him. If not, I'm going to do it on my own. Because I'm trying not to see spoilers about it. But it's like, I really want to watch it. So, do not spoil that for me. Thank you. And I'm almost done with Season 4 of Seinfeld. Oh, and I also watched, I forgot to write this in my notes. Last week I said I finished Breaking Bad. I think it was last week. And then someone mentioned that there was a movie. I'm like, what? There's a Breaking Bad movie? I think it's called El Camino. I think that's what it's called. I want to say Camaro, but I'm pretty sure it's not El Camaro. Is it El Camaro? El Camino. It's on Netflix. I watched it yesterday. It's so good. And yes, I am watching Better Call Saul. I am definitely watching it. I feel like I'm going to take a little break. Because I feel like I'm going to bust through that, and then there's going to be no more. And what am I going to do with myself? So, I think I'm going to finish my Seinfeld. Maybe I'll start a Grey's Anatomy season, because I am also behind on that. And then after I finish that, then maybe I'll go to Better Call Saul. Or maybe I'll wait until my kids are at school to watch that, because that is an MA show. And they're probably going to be around, and I don't want them seeing that or hearing it. So I might wait until September to start Better Call Saul. But yes, I am watching it. And I hope it is as good as Breaking Bad. Because I love Breaking Bad. I want to rewatch it. That's how good it is. I usually don't rewatch stuff very often. Okay, life stuff real fast. So I don't know if you heard coughing in my video, but my oldest daughter is sick. I was supposed to have the day to myself yesterday. My my husband was going to take the kids to see his parents, and I was just going to sit at home and knit and watch TV all day. And that did not happen. I was very mad. I don't get time to myself very often. I was looking forward to it, and kibosh go my plans. That's okay. I don't know what she has. She is stuffy, runny nose, a sore throat. A little bit of coughing right now. COVID? Could be. Our trip is planned for, I think, not this week, but next Monday we're leaving. I'm secretly hoping that I get sick. Is that bad? It's probably bad. Yeah, I'll watch. I'll get sick and I'll be fine in like 2 days probably. With my luck, right? So I don't know if anybody else is going to get sick. What's going to happen? I mean, we paid for our tickets already. Our hotel is paid for. So I don't know if we can get that money back. I'm stressed out. This trip is stressing me out. I don't want to go. But anyway, let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. Yeah, so that's pretty much life stuff. My kid's last day of school was Wednesday. They're already driving me semi-nuts already. You know, it doesn't matter how much stuff I give them to do. They're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It's like, I'm tired of entertaining them. I've reached the point in my life where it's like, you need to figure this out yourself. Here are some things. Here are some options. If you don't like any of these, then you need to figure something else out and stop bugging me. You know, I got them chalk. I got them bubbles. I got them. There's these Brain Quest books. I'm sure you've heard of them. It's like summer. I think it was summer Brain Quest I got for them. I got them some kind of. I think they're brain games or some kind of. There's a book. They're books, brain games. There's like puzzles in them. I ordered them some word searches, some, you know, what are those called? The highlights, find and seek, hide and seek, where there's items inside of items, you know, kind of like Where's Waldo? Oh, do you remember Where's Waldo? Oh, I love those things. I wonder if I can buy those anymore. Probably not. I know our library doesn't have them. That would have been awesome. I remember spending hours looking at those books. Very good. And I got them some word searches. We got games. They got Legos. I'm going to be taking them to the library probably every week. They want to do the summer reading program there, so they have lots of stuff to do. So we'll see what happens. We got perler beads. None of them want to learn to knit yet. My oldest did a little crocheting, and cross stitch, but my youngest is not into that. So we will see how the summer goes. We will see. If you have any suggestions, let me know. My Fitbit's telling me to get up. Yeah, I'll get up in a second here. I'm almost done. All right, I guess that's it. We'll end this video. It is 49 minutes. I'm going to test something out. You're not going to know about it, but I will just say it right here. Since we got faster internet. I said that last week. I'm going to try to start uploading it now. But I'm going to still publish it. I'm going to schedule it to publish on Monday mornings like the usual, because you guys all love Monday episodes. So I'm going to try to see if we can upload and do our normal things around the house today. If it does not work, I will start it before I go to bed. I did upload this last week. I set it up right before I went to bed. I think I had to get up to use the bathroom like at 4 a.m. or something. And it was done, but I was like, I'm not going to mess with it right now because I want to go back to sleep. So I'm going to try to upload it sometime during the day. and see if we can still watch TV and whatnot. And see how long it takes. Because I really want to know how long it takes. So we got a 50-minute video. Let's see how long this is going to take. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go join my Cal over my Ravelry group. Or if you don't do Ravelry, post your pictures on Instagram. You can tag me, or you can just use the hashtag. I follow the hashtag now. Like and subscribe. Share if you want to share. If you think there's anybody else that would love this podcast. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't get sick, and I can record next Sunday. We will see what happens. Cross your fingers for me. Technically, I don't really want to get sick until Saturday or Sunday next week. That's when I want to get sick. I can't go. It's so wrong of me. I'm sorry. But I really don't want to go. I don't. I'm not going to get into it. So, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And I will see you next week, next Monday, whatever. Bye.